Are you ready to learn some Japanese? This video is an introduction to counting. We're gonna learn how to count from 0 to 10 all the way up to 100. Okay, so let's start. Just as a note first, some numbers might have more than one pronunciation, like 4 and 7. So just be aware of that, okay? So let's start with an overview from 0 to 10. So 0 is Japanese. It's just zero, or you can just say re. Ich is 1, ni is 2, san is 3, yon or shi is 4. Notice that I told you before that it can be more than one pronunciation. In this case, we had 0, can be zero or re, and we have 4, it could be yon or shi. And I'll be talking just a little more about that in a bit. So let's continue. 5 is go, 6 is roku, 7 is nana or chichi, 8 is 8, Q is 9, Ju is 10. Okay, now for the 4 and 7, which have kind of like more than one pronunciation. 7 here has, you can say nana or shi. So I've asked a few Japanese people, and when they count upward from 1 to 10, they pronounce it one way, and when you count backwards from 10 to 1, they pronounce another way. So for example, if you're counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on up to 10, maybe you would say 4 as shi. Okay, remember 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you count up 5, 6, 7 or 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're counting backwards. You would say yon instead of shi. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's about it for the overview. And just so you know, Q can also be pronounced ku, like KU in Romaji. But you shouldn't worry about that. Just know that 9 is Q. Now let's go one by one. This is 0. Basically, you can just say almost the same thing in English, zero, except it's the Japanese pronunciation. And 1 is ich. Here's the kanji. It's easy to remember, just one line. Ni is 2. The kanji is just 2 lines, so remember that. For 2 is just 2 lines for the kanji. San is 3 lines. 4 is yon or shi. Now notice the kanji, you can now it changes. No more lines like before, so it's a little bit trickier now for those who never we don't have much experience with kanji. So go is 5, look is 6, nana, shi is 7, hach 8, Q is 9, Ju is 10. Now, how do we count beyond 10? Well, we can follow a certain pattern. So let's learn the pattern. So for 10, we know is Ju, kanji that looks like a cross. Now 11, you can decompose that into 10 plus 1. So you can just write the character for 10 and the character for 1, and that becomes 11, which is pronounced Juich. Following the same pattern, 12 is 10 plus 2, character for 10, character for 2, so Ju ni, and so on. 13 is Ju Sun, 14 is Ju Yon or Ju Shi, 15 Ju Go, 16 Ju Rok, 17 Ju Nana, Ju Chi, 18 Ju Hach, 19 Ju Q. What about 20? Can you guess? If you guessed right, you'd get Niju. So pretty much for 20, it's like 2 times 10. So we got 2 10, so character for 2, followed by a character for 10. So Niju is 20. And you can count, again, using the same pattern as before. 21 is Niju for 20, plus 1, each. Niju each is 21. Okay? 22 is Niju ni. So 20 plus 2, Niju ni. And so on. So the 30s, the 40s, and 50s, all the way to 90s, it follows the same pattern. Just if you know your basics, you know how to count from 1 to 10, then you pretty much can guess how to say every other number all the way up to 99. So let's see an example here, 33. So we have here 3 times 10 plus 3, so it's sanju for 30, followed by sun, adding 3, so 33 is sanju san, sanju san. And then 56, we got 5 times 10 plus 6, so goju for 50, and you add a 6 there, roku. So goju roku is 56. What about 80? So 8 times 10, so pretty much hachiju, 80. So you can follow that pattern all the way up to 99, which is Q. But for 100, you say hyaku. Okay, this kanji here means 100. So after 100, you'd follow kind of the same pattern. Like, I won't go into details here because this is all I'd like to cover for now for the introduction. But just so you know, for 101, you'd say like hyakuichi, and 102 hyakuni, and so on. Pretty much, you're just adding hyaku to say it's 100, and you just add whatever it comes next, like 180. Like, 80 is hachiju. For 180, you just say hyaku hachiju, 180, and so on. Okay, so that's it for now. Just keep on practicing, counting from 1 to 10. And then once you get these down, you'll be able to count almost every number in Japanese. Okay? So just get a good foundation, and thank you for watching. Nihongo Kansha.